Welcome everybody, my name's Seth Durbis, this is 93 Drive. Today we're driving a 2013 BMW 740 Li with a turbocharged, intercooled, double overhead cam inline 6, producing 315 horsepower and 330 pounds of torque, and it'll get it from 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. It'll cross the quarter mile in 14 seconds at 99 miles an hour for a car that's made it to an 8-speed transmission, and it weighs about 4,600 pounds. So let's see what this old goat has to offer. So let's get this show on the road. You know, I have to say that for a inline 6-cylinder for a car that weighs this much, it feels quicker than it really is. You know, I think that has to do with the fact of the way BMW always calibrates their car. They definitely do feel much quicker than the power they're producing. One reason why I decided to take this car, and it's, you know, I know you guys, all of my viewers are there, you like those high performance cars, but you know what? At the end of the day, you know, this car has 60,000 miles on it. And it's a 2013, and it's for sale for $23,000. That's right, $23,000, when it originally had a sticker price of $101,000. So that goes to show you how much this car has depreciated. And to put things in, you know, just, you know, this car at $23,000, it puts at a price point where you can buy a brand new Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla, well equipped, and you have a warranty. But instead, here you are, you have this massive top of the line BMW where all the materials are fantastic. Great wood, great leather. You have this great feeling from the steering wheel, typical BMW, nice and thick. You know, I'm cruising around right now. I got the cooling seats on. I have a navigation system. I mean, it's got a great sound system and just easy to touch. But yeah, the entertainment system, yeah, you can tell it's outdated. It's not new BMW. There's no touchscreen and all that stuff. The gauges are all classic, all analog, old BMW. And just like typical old BMWs, there's a little orange triangle on the dashboard. Yeah. As my mechanic would say, what BMW stands for is, broke my wallet. Well, you know what? I think he's stretching a little bit. But I think that these cars, I mean, this car has been well maintained, and yes, it still has a little triangle, but it rides smoothly, and it has that typical BMW leather interior smell that you can only get them in a BMW. Let's do a little standstill. I know it's not going to be quick, so let's just do it because we do it with all the other cars and see how she goes from a standstill. So let's get the location and see what she does, and then we'll continue. All right, all the beans, all the marbles, here we go. Inline 6. Red line right there. Yeah, she's not 100% quick, but she doesn't hesitate to go. She's holding the revs pretty well. We're at 5,000, yeah. We still drop the hammer a little, yeah. It still goes. Yeah, I mean, it's got the all-wheel drive system, so that kind of helped. And you know, obviously, the technology is old-school technology when it comes to the engine. It's just straight turbocharged, intercooled, and it just gets up and goes. And the power band comes on strong at an early RPM, so you know, you get that benefit of believe it or not, there was not a lot of turbo lag in there. So, yeah, good. But as I said, you know, but we're talking about the 7 Series BMW. This is not an M car. It's not it's not a M something. But you know what? It drives perfectly smooth and it's so comfortable. And these seats are just amazing. There's like so many settings for it that you could just ride in comfort, and you can just take the longest trip ever. You can go up to New York from Washington DC, and just be comfortably happy as can be. And then your passengers, there's so much room in the back that is crazy. Yes, and I don't know, you know, it does make you think about it, you know. Should I spend $23,000 and buy this BMW, or should I go buy a Honda Civic that is brand new and it's got new tech, warranty, and all that good stuff? But you know what? A Civic will never feel like this, and it'll never feel like when you get out of the car and you're like, yeah, that's a nice car. It's a pretty big car. I know it's not a sports car, but let's take it through the twisties and see how much body roll we're gonna get. So let's go check it out. All right, down our favorite road, do a little 903 driving with this big boat. Here we go. We got in sport. I would have put it on Sports Plus, but it actually turns off the stability control. Now I don't think I want to do that. I don't need to spin out. So here we go. Wow, yeah, you can tell this is a massive car. There's some good feedback coming from the steering wheel, but the brakes, there's nothing coming from the brakes. They're just strong. They're strong. Don't get me wrong. They as soon as you hit the pedal, they're right there. You're like, whoop. But yeah, but the steering wheel is, you know, typical BMW, and it does feel a little bit smaller than it really is. But you can tell that it's a heavy car, and it's massive. Sorry for the sound. That's my water bottle. There you go. A little gas. Yeah, it's definitely, you have a lot of body roll. You know, like I said, it's a 4,600 pound car, and it's pretty long. So yeah, you do feel it. And I would have to say that we've driven the S-Class through here, the Mercedes S-Class, and I have to say that this one feels a tad bit more nimble. You feel more connected to the road going up the hill here. Yeah, oh yeah. But we're definitely not carrying lightning speeds, that's for sure. I think we carry a little more speed in the Mercedes, but other than that, you know, yeah, it's a big car, and you know, these roads are not exactly what they're meant for. Let's head up over on our other little twisty road and see how this big behemoth 740 handles. Forget the small bump right there. All right, off we go. Yeah, the inline six got plenty of power. I mean, for the mass, you're surprised. You're actually surprised. And yeah, same thing here. You know, it's a big car. You can feel that weight. Come around this bend, yeah. Although I do have to say that it does stay pretty flat. Alright, we'll take this turn. How does she feel? Yep. Body roll, body roll, body roll, body roll, yep. Yep. How about we head back, do our final thoughts on this BMW, and see what we think. All right, we're heading back, and with my final thoughts, you know, yeah, this is an extremely comfortable car. It's definitely up there with all the other luxury cars that we've driven in regards, I mean, I'm talking about large cars like the S-Class. This falls in the same category. I mean, they're pretty much competitors. The difference is that here you have a car that gives you a little more feedback. It's tuned more for the person who likes to actually drive and not just be driven around, even though you have that gigantic back seat with your own temperature control. So this has a 4-zone temperature control that you can adjust, and a huge space in the trunk. You carry everything you want. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, you hang up to New York City, Boston, or anywhere like that in the East Coast, out of here from Washington D.C. Yeah, it's perfectly car for you to take a long trip, and by the time you get there, you feel nice and relaxed. You're not gonna be like sweating bullets because it was such a tough drive. And the thing is that, you know, yeah, at $23,000 is a pretty compelling car to buy. But the only caveat there is that you have to make sure that you either have a little bit of money on the side for when things go wrong. Because when things do go wrong, and they will go wrong, as I mentioned earlier, we do have the triangle light on. And there's a few things already that I've noticed in this car, like the heads-up display does not work. You know, those are little things that, you know, they're going to be pricey to fix. Yeah, it's not going to be your typical, you know, Honda Civic, you need to fix this, that, but yeah. So keep that in mind when you decide that, yeah, you know what, I will take this $23,000 car, but remember that things will break. But if you maintain them and keep them in good shape and always look after them, for the most part, it wouldn't be too bad. Also, you could also find insurance for it in regards to the warranty. There's companies out there that they will give you a warranty for however much time you want. Obviously, depending on the level of car, you know, the price would be up. So you'd have to consider that you would have that either pay it up front, or, you know, have that monthly payment of just, you know, peace of mind that you have that warranty. But other than that, this is a fantastic car for this price point. You know, at $101,000, you know, that'd be a little tough, because that puts it in line with the Audi A8 and the Mercedes S-Class, and, you know, they're all complete different animals. Yes, the Audi also does give you that performance. It's more performance oriented, just like this is. And of course, on the S-Class, that's really just more straight out luxury. And I mean, everybody that is who's who always wants to have an S-Class, because when you step out of an S-Class, yeah, you're somebody. There's somebody, you know, or oh, look at that guy. So in that regard, but yeah, I mean, the beauty about this car is the fact that it's all school traditional BMW. You got all the great buttons. You have the great head analog gauge up front, all styled. So it does make you feel like, excuse me, it does make you feel like you're still in one of those old BMWs, where the new ones have all this tech and whatnot, and it kind of takes it a little bit away. And also designs, you know, this one still has that traditional look. It doesn't have, they did away with the bangle look, so this is much cleaner sheet metal. And for my opinion, the brand new ones, they just seem to be a little bit just way too bland, and they don't really stand out, and they just look, you know, like a big sedan, and you just happen to have a BMW badge on it. And yes, you have all the technology that comes with it, but, you know, at the end of the day, that's my take. But you know, it's fantastic. The car is at Mercedes-Benz of Arlington. JT was nice enough to make me take a ride for it, and make this video to share with you guys what, you know, a car that has depreciated this much over 9 years. So anywho, I hope you do like this video. I know that some of you guys out there are going to be like, oh, you didn't do a high performance car, why didn't you do that? Oh no, you did an old car. You know what, sometimes it's nice to do something different. So with all that being said, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe, share the video, comment, thumbs up, turn your notification bell so you know when the next video is coming up. And I can't wait to see everybody in the next video very soon. And a very huge thank you to all the new subscribers out there. And I know the views are going up. I appreciate that as well. Until then, bye.